Hello, everyone. It is week 9 of the Through the Woods Quilt-Along. My name is Jennifer Long from Sew a Story. I'm an early years educator turned Riley Blake fabric designer, and we are wrapping up this quilt-along today. But even if you haven't been taking part of this quilt-along, I am so glad you are here because I am going to be sharing a story from my heart on the vision for this business and this book. And I'm really thrilled that you are going to be here today with us. So come on in and let's get started. Okay, welcome back, everybody. My name is Jennifer Long. It is week 9. We've made it to week 9. So if you're just joining us today and you want to sew along with this Through the Woods quilt along, a few things you need to know. You need to get a physical copy of this book. It is not available in PDF. It is a book produced by Riley Blake, written by myself and designed by me. It's Jennifer Long, Through the Woods. You can find it at any of your favorite retailers online or brick and mortar. If you're a shop, feel free to place your name below that you have copies still available. If you're a shop and you want to order wholesale, you can order them through Riley Blake Designs or Checkers. So I hope you get yourself a copy of the book. So today we are finishing up and sewing this story together. So this has been a journey. It's definitely been a sewing journey, but hopefully also a journey pulling generations together and also just being imaginative and taking the time to just really experience early literacy and just really enjoy the imaginative part about creating and sewing. Sewing is an art form. It is definitely like a physical art, a creative art, but it's also a visual art. And bringing in literacy into quilting and into design is just a huge passion of mine. So I just want to talk a little bit about how we're going to sew this story together and then a little bit about the personal side of it for me. So we are just going to flip through to finishing. So finishing, you're welcome. This is going to be the easiest part of the whole quilt along. So finishing starts on page 42. Oh, and the story is still continuing. So how about I read it to you? So here we go. But Grandma is safe in the kitchen today, making us all some warm apple pies. And if you want to continue this, you can just sort of see all the thought that went through the warm apple pies. I'm not a super good pastry maker, if I'm being honest. My mother-in-law has taught me that I'm not super great, but I can make muffins. And these are Grandma's apple pie crumb muffins. Tried, tested, trued, 4 teens approved. So all through their whole life, actually. So those are delicious muffins. As you know, there's always these little designer notes, and here I'm just letting you know that you can choose either the green or the pink main skew. I've shown them actually both ways in the like storyboard. So for the border that goes around, just to be aware of that. If you're cutting this while now or even before, these strips are with the fabric, so they're rotated on the sides and they're facing up here. The bottom is up to you completely because this is a directional quilt, like Grandma is standing on a road. I would put the bottom border top up, like so that it's still directional, same as the top, same as the bottom. But it's really up to you. I can see people wanting to rotate it all the way around and circle it around. So that's your choice between green and pink there. Now, the blocks are numbered in a number order on page 43, like you can see here. And it's going to be really easy to assemble, you guys. It's just 1 and 2 together, 3, 4, 5, plus the woodcutter here. So you know where to put the trees. This is why the wolf's feet were part of the trees, and you'll be thankful that they are right now. And then it just shows you how to assemble the borders. And you can see on this page that we put that main print facing up, but you're welcome to rotate it there as well. We eat and we laugh and we share all the fun because this is the theme. Are you ready? Family is forever, we all say with a sigh. So if you want to read the whole poem in its entirety, you'll need to get the book and flip through the book and read it. But here's a picture of that we took of the bed all made up with some of the pillows and then also some of the dolls. So as you know, I am a professional doll maker and you can join the Modern Ragdoll membership. I'll put the link in the bottom as well. The doors only open not all the time, just sporadically. Usually, I won't even want to say on a video here. So the doors are not always open. So when they do open, make sure that you hop in there so you can take advantage of all things dolls if you are interested in machine embroidery dolls. Otherwise, if it's not open right now, I would highly suggest that you put your name on the Modern Rag Doll list if you are interested in modern rag dolls in the hoop. So back to, let's talk about the Through the Woods thought and sew a story. Okay. So I'm not sure if you know all about me or my history. Obviously, we all have our paths that we have followed through our whole life. I grew up training to be a professional ballet dancer. I always thought that I would be, if I didn't make it as a dancer or I got injured, that I wanted to work with children and I also wanted to really sew costumes. So I did take a lot of education on costume design, but I went and did my early childhood education. When I did my early childhood education, I realized I am just a child at heart. I just love it so much. And I just realized also the impact that we can have on the world. I know that sounds really grandiose, but really the impact we can have on the world by shaping the young people in our lives. And it really became apparent to me that there's so many little things that we can do that can help nurture and give them the best success that they can have, like lots of talking, repeating poems, like giving textures to explore, early literacy, numeracy, just singing, movement, dance, fine motor skills, just things that you can do in everyday life that really I think as adults, we kind of become numb to and forget when we are just, in about our days. We take them for granted. We take it for granted that we can walk with one foot in front of the other, and that's a big deal for a child learning how to do. So that's really shaped sort of my love for children. And then I've always loved fabric. I've always loved sewing, and I've always loved what fabric can do in the transformation. So I've loved what it can do for costumes in the world of dance, but I also love what it can do for us tactilely and love-wise. I love giving hugs, so I've also love what fabric can do and creating with fabric can do for others. And I quickly realized I have 4 kids and they're teens. One's an adult already. So I quickly realized when they were born and as they were growing up that the things that I made for them, they treated differently than store-bought toys. They really took different and special care of the dolls I made for them, the quilts I made for them, even like clothing that I sewed for them, bags, different things, that they really took different care of them. And then they started having input into it and they started just really making a major impact on me. And I just love that our children can teach us so much. So that is sort of how this business, I guess, kind of came to be. It sort of pulled in all of those parts and components of my life into my mission in this business, which is really to facilitate others to be creative with fabrics and patterns and tactile to really give that gift of like love and education and deeper understanding to children, and then also the impact that it has on us as adults. I'm going to actually probably start crying about this because it's really important to me that we are all like the generations are all connected, that we can learn something from all of us, and that I just think it's so powerful that we can use our gifts in this way. And it seems non-important in a way, and then you can kind of see how important it can be, the impact it can have. So, I mean, every year I donate dolls to Christmas Cheer Board and just to children in need or hospitals. I donate pattern sales. So it's really important to me to even just see that it doesn't have to be even so wide stretch. It can be within our own nucleus, in our own family. And so this book is emotional to me because of that, because I feel like it really embodies all of that in the pages of this small book, this mission. So thank you so much from my heart for being here and staying here and listening to this story. And I hope that we can spread the love of Sew a Story bigger than each of us individually. I really, really hope that we can inspire a love for fabric crafts and quilts. And it doesn't have to be juvenile. It can be just all generations and all together. I'm so excited that you're here. My name is Jennifer Long from Sew a Story. I'm a Riley Lake fabric designer, and I am so blessed and grateful that I have this opportunity to share this with you. And I'm so grateful for that opportunity. And if you love this and you want more, please do come over to the website at sewastory.com. You can join. We have two clubs. We have a pattern club that shares these patterns every month. It is an amazing deal, you guys. It is less than the cost of one pattern a month, and you get a full craft pattern every month and a quilt pattern every month, just to sort of spread this mission and statement. And then we also have a membership that's standalone, like I just mentioned, I think at the beginning, about its modern rag dolls, and it's an area I've spent 2 decades of my life in digitizing and understanding all the nuances of doll making, and translating it into domestic home embroidery machines so that we can just create more stories. We can sew more stories together. So I'm so grateful to have you here. Thank you from my heart. I can't wait for the next thing that we're going to do. So make sure you like and subscribe this YouTube video if you're here. If you're in the Facebook group, make sure you turn your notifications on. And let's really build an amazing community. Thank you from my heart, and I'll see you again soon. Bye for now.